Uh, so, how you guys doing out there? Peace and blessings. Now, I just wanted to get on here and just to talk a little bit about my current situation in terms of just what I've been dealing with the past few days. Now, they've been attempting to when are they not doing this, right? So, it's interesting to me how these people I guess I got to stop even saying that it's interesting because it's not interesting at all. Um, when you have selective people, right? Because these people are selected, the devil's on patrol to do this stuff. Um, when it becomes a pattern and it just becomes boring at this point, you know what I mean? At first it was fun, and then sometimes I still be having fun with them, and I still be, you know, playing, a character, in their face, because you're torturing me, you're fucking with me, I'm gonna fuck with you back. You understand? And I know how to actually improv on the spot. I don't need to go by a script. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have to go by a script. I am the best improver. So yeah, you guys need to take notes. Um, but I only say that to say that when you have this type of behavior going on for so long, it literally is just like a dead beat, you know. Um, and it's funny to me when I see these people drained because I laugh. I laugh. I want you drained. I want you worn out. I want you guys tired. I want you guys looking at me and then shaking your head or looking away, looking down, getting tired, huffing and puffing, doing all those things, right? Because you're tired of seeing me. You're tired of being deployed to come and harass me. So whenever you're drained or whenever you're tired, I love it. I love it. Okay? Because it's just energy for me. You understand what I'm saying? It literally is just energy for me. I don't give a damn what type of energy it is. I know how to transmute it and use it for something positive for me. Okay, so let me just explain what I just experienced. So, yesterday, well, for the past 3 days, right? These people have been trying to derail me. They've been trying to get me out of character. They've been trying to just fuck up my day because that's what they do, right? So I'm on my way to a job site, right? And these people, I get on the bus. The bus driver's doing his thing, and of course they like to let them ride for free, or they'll purposely cause the tap scanners to start glitching, and then they'll put an out of order sign on there just to let it be known that they're allowing for the perps to ride for free, just so they can perp, you understand, the one who's being railroaded. So the bus is packed as usual. People laughing, cackling, having, redirected conversations and stuff like that, right? Okay, whatever. All that stuff don't get to me. Now, the issue was that they literally made me late. There was a stage accident with caution tape in the street so that we can take a detour and go down a school zone, which took literally like almost 10 minutes just to get through and for him to reroute. So he did that, and then I had to get off the bus earlier because I needed to find another way to get there a lot quicker because the bus was moving so slow. I ended up being late. Then, the second time, I was not late. They were attempting to make me late. But luckily, I got off the bus early because they claimed that it was a short line, but it was not a short line. And when I went up to the front and asked the driver, I said, uh, is it going to, where I'm trying to get to? And he literally laughed in my face with his fucking terrible ass, chunky, veneers. Okay, them veneers was terrible as hell. You shouldn't have even opened up your mouth, because there was no reason for you to even open up your damn mouth in the first damn place. And I don't know who told you to wear those veneers that day. And I'm gonna tell you this also, coon, punk, yo ass. I'm gonna just tell you this: for them, your superiors, to go ahead and pay you, you should have told them to sponsor you some new veneers. Because honestly, like, you guys have seen those videos about those Timu veneers. That's literally what they looked like. They looked like Timu veneers. And I can tell that they were literally fresh out of the box. So he was smiling and cackling like that. Just was, you couldn't wait to show them damn chunky teeth. Okay, whatever. I said, okay, cool. I said, I'm going to get off right here, but not before I let you know. I know that this is an operation. You were paid to do this. You can laugh all the fuck you want to with those badass veneers. But I'm going to tell you this also. You're a coon in my eyes, and you are a fucking sellout. And I walked off. I had to make it known, though. I had to make it known, though. You know, but they were deliberately trying to make me late for me going to the job site that I was I was stationed to go to at that day in time. This is what it's been. So then yesterday, when I got off, these people were like, oh, have a great day. Like, then, and you know what's so crazy? Like, I noticed that they don't want you to have a good day, but they already know, you understand me and how I operate. So I have a serious angry nigga resting face, right? So that's just really what it is. Like, these people, they think they know me, but they really don't. You understand what I'm saying? And even when I'm not mad, I don't show it. But sometimes I do put on face just to let them know, like, get the fuck away from me and stay out of my fucking way. You understand what I'm saying? And it's best that you shouldn't look at me, because I'll be in your fucking nightmares. And that's what they know with me. I'll just give you a look that's so cold that literally you'll be afraid to go to bed at night. Why not? Because the truth is that you are torturing me. You're doing dream seeding, dream weaving, and all your little witchcraft and stuff. And you guys are trying to invade my domain, my headspace. You're torturing me nonstop. You keep on hitting my heart. You keep on hitting my body parts, and you guys are getting off to this shit. You understand? So I'm gonna get off to this shit as well, because this is my reality. This is my show, and I'm the star of it. You understand? And no, I'm not taking any new screenplay writers. You understand? And I don't want any directors, and I don't want any motherfucking filmmakers. We know what they do with the phones. And then for some odd reason, they love to just go live, right? They'll have their little live conversations, right, over the phone. And they'll be talking to whoever they're talking to on that phone, and then try to put the phone in your direction just to make it known. It's like, damn, y'all are so pressed to get attention, but the reality is that it's misdirected, because you're attempting to get attention from the person who has all of the attention anyways, just by doing nothing. I'm not even doing nothing. I'm on the bus, literally, or I'm just walking down the street, minding my business, right? Having a good day, having a solid day. You understand? And even when I'm having a bad day, I don't show that. But you guys literally give me all of the attention. And then they tell you, oh, well, just don't engage, because, you know, we don't want him to notice that he has the attention, when I have the attention anyways, because of what you guys are doing to me. You guys spotlighted me. I didn't ask to be in the spotlight. You guys did. You spotlighted me. You spotlighted all of us. So yes, we're the stars of these shows. You understand? And it may be our nightmare, but guess what? I am the star of it. We're all the star of our own fucking nightmares that you guys have written, or at least are attempting to write. But when you have people like us, we are rewriting it, obviously. and we're turning it into a global thing, and it's going to be a hit anytime we hit the streets. Y'all already know that. It's always going to be a hit every time we hit the streets because we're good actors. That's what good actors do. That's what talent does, right? We're real talent. You understand? We're the real deal. We're the real cream of the crop. And you guys are mad. It's like, what the hell? How you gonna be mad at somebody based off of what they look like? And then, I try to keep up my appearance as best as I can, right? So I always know like these people are insecure because they'll show it. And you guys have seen these things as well, on your day out, or doing whatever you guys have to do for yourselves. You'll notice that, especially if you looking good, put together. You understand what I'm saying? The insecurity will show because they'll immediately, um, sorry y'all, I had to look and see if I had a notification, but they'll immediately look at what you have on, look you up and down, size you up like they always do, right? And in their head, because yeah, I'm a mind reader too. So in their head, they'll be like going crazy because they're like, oh, okay, well, yeah, this person looks good today. Like, damn, this person looks better than their pictures. And you understand, they don't look anything remotely close to what we've been told about them. And these people obviously do care about their appearance. You understand, these people obviously are secure in their own skin. These people obviously exude confidence. You understand? And these people can't take it because, for one, in their head, they're like, oh, okay, well, yeah, this person looks attractive. Like, damn, and they look better than me, because that's insecurity. And that's what is going to happen to a person who is being deployed to do this evil, wicked ass shit, because you're an insecure ass piece of shit. That's just what you are. Because a real secure person does not need to tear nobody down. They don't need to slow kill anyone or even so much as set somebody up to be murdered only on the basis of what the hell they look like. And because they shine and you don't. You understand what I'm saying? Just for not even trying, you just shine. You ain't even got to open up your mouth. You walk up into a room, you already know you owning it. That's why they just talking nonstop out the side of their neck, because they want you to act up. They want you to get out of character, because then that way narcissists are going to use that as power, because then they feel like that's the only way that they can take the attention from you and put the spotlight on themselves, obviously, right? We know this, right? And they have to feed off of that. That's the only way that they can survive, is unless we shine. I told you guys that, literally. But you're not stealing my spotlight. Like I said, I'm the star of this damn show, so I don't give a damn. And my thing is also, like, I don't keep my appearance up just so that I can be noticed. This is just a way of life for me. I love feeling good. I love looking good as I can, and that's it. You know what I mean? And I go about my way. I ain't checking for no damn body. You understand what I'm saying? And coupled with that, I also want to say that when they see you looking well put together, these are the first obvious signs that they'll show that they're insecure, is because they'll look at you, they'll look at what you have on, and then they'll start playing, with themselves, trying to, prim themselves up a little bit, right? Adjust what they have on, or look down at what their shoes is looking like, or pants and whatever, right? That's the first sign of insecurity. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I already know the gestures that they make when these people are fucking insecure. But I gotta keep telling people this, is that there's more to life than looking good. There's more to life than beauty. There's more to life than having materialism. You understand what I'm saying? Because that stuff does not make me. It doesn't. You understand what I'm saying? And you guys make sure that I don't even, I do not, I can't work enough to have more than what I have now. You understand what I'm saying? Which is okay, because it's like, what I have right now is sufficient enough for me. You understand? I don't have any responsibilities to anyone but myself. So I I'm not living in the fast lane or trying to race to the finish line. You understand what I'm saying? To be noticed by anybody, especially not no devils on patrol. I don't give a damn about none of that. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to live my life as comfortable and normal as possible. You understand what I'm saying? I don't need all of that stuff because it does not define me. You understand? They know that I'm a highly intelligent individual. They know that we all are highly intelligent individuals. You understand? And I'm not a person who cues into the idea of the IQ thing, but if we had to talk about IQs, you understand what I'm saying? Because in truth, like I said, the Zagoni tests, all of that, like it's just, it doesn't define your intelligence. You understand? Because a lot of these people can boast about their IQs, and the truth is that a person who has quote unquote a high IQ would be doing this because it is for sure being dictated by the system that created IQ in the first place, right? So they are really smart, right? And there's an acronym for what smart means. So these people are smart, right? They're so smart that they're dumb, right? Technologically, pun intended. So the highly intelligent individuals, people like us, right? They can't take. So then they have to try to force us to wear the garments of their psychoticness, right? Because they're the ones who are psychotic. They're psychotic, and they're the ones who has mental illness, and they're trying to get us to wear that garment, calling us mentally unstable. We're crazy. We have mental issues and stuff like that. And once again, I have to say, like I said, this is my show. So since you guys gave me the title of a crazy person, sometimes I do play that, and I play it better than what you guys have written for me. And it actually works to my benefit. It really does. Because I know I'm not crazy, but I know that they really are. So I use that as a tool and a weapon against them because it works to my benefit. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Because a crazy person, what was that Malcolm X said? Uh, a clown cannot play the part of a just man. And I'm paraphrasing it. I used to remember this quote. A clown cannot play the part of a just man, but a just man can play the part of a clown. So in other words, a smart person, which is them, right? And there's an acronym for that. You guys can look that up to see what smart is, right? What the acronym means. And I'm talking about it from a technological standpoint and them just being possessed. So these people can never play the part of a clown. You understand what I'm saying? They can't, because they're really not intelligent enough to do that. They don't house the mental fortitude. They don't house the discipline, right? They don't house the wisdom to be able to do that, right? They just don't. And that's another reason why they're jealous. So they have to cue into like little things and talk about, what you look like, or, what you're doing, in private, because all they care about is what you're doing 24/7. So it's like, okay, well, why do you want to see somebody masturbate if that's what they're doing? You understand what I'm saying? I mean, y'all are doing crazy stuff other than just that, because that's not enough for you. And if that ain't enough for you, whoo, we know God can't help you. That's why you run away from him. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and vent a little bit, and just talk my shit about these people. I see they went quiet next door because they were boasting in the back, laughing, you understand, passing around pictures and stuff like they always do. You understand? And it's just interesting to me. It's just like, damn, like these people, and I like, once again, I was on the train, right? I'm just tell you this quick story real quick. I was on the train, right? So these people laughing. It's like when you feel good about yourself And, I'm not an arrogant person, but I will play that as a role when I'm in the presence of these people just to fuck with them. You understand what I'm saying? And I know it's fucking with them. It's fucking with them so fucking bad, like they have to turn around or readjust themselves in a way where they're not even facing my direction because these people can't even look at me. You understand? So I'll start saying little stuff like, yeah, face card checks out. Of course, body is still looking good. Y'all try to destroy that. You understand? All of that, right? And then I went on to say, well, this face has made money, and I obviously still am making motherfucking money, making people money, right? Which is actually true. You understand? You guys are getting paid off of my body. You are. You're getting paid off of my suffrage and everything that you guys do to this body. So I didn't say anything that was a lie. You get what I'm saying? I didn't say anything that was a lie. So we're literally shadow for these people, right? So we're the cash cows. We are making you guys money. Without us, you wouldn't even exist. The superiors, your superiors alone, wouldn't even give you the time of day. You'll just be an average Joe. Nothing to them. And you still are nothing to them. Because, like I said, they're not going to tell you when they're going to get rid of you. They just going to get rid of you. Exterminate you. Send you into a burning building without letting you know that it's a bomb in it. Even though the building is already on fire. But you can't tell, right? Because you getting paid. So I'm going to go up in the building because I already know they said that they going to make sure I live. You sound so... You see how dumb that sounds, though? Oh, man, y'all. But what's good? I just had to get on here and just to touch base, and let you guys know that I'm okay. I could be better. I've seen better days, but you know what? I'm still thankful, and the Most High is great, and He always going to be great. I'm never going to walk away from Him. I'm never going to join y'all. I can't be tricked by you guys. No matter how many times you guys like to call me a setup. Well, if I'm such a setup, how come none of you fucking motherfuckers who are deemed competent are skilled enough to set me up? Can't do it, can you? Nope. Ding dong. All right, all I gotta say is that y'all better be careful, because one day a house might drop on you, and we know what happened to the Wicked Witch, right? Of the East, right? We heard about what happened to the Wicked Witch of the East, right? And I ain't talking about Glinda. I'm not talking about Glinda. So be careful before a house drops on you. That's all I'm gonna say. Because y'all days are numbered too. Trust and believe that. No matter what they promised you, your days are numbered. They are. And what's so interesting is that all the curses of death that they're sending towards the railroaded individuals, you have to understand that each time that they participate in those rituals and each time that they curse you to death, right? Because ultimately they do want us dead, right? They do. They want to make money off of us before they officially try to terminate us. So they don't know that anytime you do that, you are just getting yourself closer to the grave than the person that you want dead. You know that, right? And let me say this, and I'm about to be out. They got the nerve to be wearing rosaries, to be wearing crosses, to be doing the Hail Mary signs. Like that's gonna save you. What in the hell? And this is my thing. That's how you know you're doing something wicked. At the fact that you have to wear a rosary, you have to wear a cross, and you think that that's going to protect you. If you were doing something that was good and holy, right? What would be the need for you to wear a cross in the first damn place? What would be the need for you to literally start saying prayers when you around me, for the simple fact I ain't the one you should be afraid of. I'm telling you. I am not the one you should be afraid of. I promise you. But you know you got something coming, don't you? Oh, absolutely. What you gonna do? Throw the rosary up when he come and get you? Y'all better get out of here. Y'all are lame. Y'all are tactless. Y'all are tacky, wacky. It ain't no life in you. That's why y'all look dried up, shriveled up, drained, worn out, and you insecure. You're a narcissist, and you guys are always going to be what you are, the bottom of the barrel. That's not the title that I have, even though you want to call me that. Scum of the earth, trust me, I don't wear that name as good as you guys do. Y'all got me beat. Deuces.